Good Sunday morning. Let's get some coffee, let's get some Cheerios, and let's talk. And then let's start our day.
Like and subscribe.
Good coffee, but not as good as Tiffany's. Makes the best coffee. Good morning. It is June. What are we on? The 22nd already. Holy smokes. And yes, it's 9:28 in the morning. Can't believe we are almost over with June. We are so close to July. It's unbelievable. So, first of all, last night I went downstairs and I found the trash bag that had basically just dry stuff in it. But most importantly, I wanted to do something for my own sanity. I got that DisplayPort cable out from before that we thought was bad and caused a whole mess. And I did something that I should have just done that moment. Like a couple days ago or so. Took the one off of the freaking setup downstairs that we used for streaming. Connected this one. Everything worked. Yeah, I should have just done that to start with. I would have saved myself so much hassle, so many headaches. Then I went ahead, updated the firmware on the monitor. Still, that didn't solve anything. Then I went ahead and downloaded all the little firmware and all the docs software possible. That didn't solve anything. So yeah, I'm at a loss. It's the dock. Now what I did realize is what I could do is for like $10, $12, just buy a DisplayPort 2 Type-C adapter. And that could also work if I want to. But I will cross that bridge later on. For now, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some cereal, enjoy some coffee, and enjoy something else. Let me show you. The sight of a beautiful girl. I love my cute little chipmunk. Now, okay, so here's the deal. If you are new and you haven't been watching any of the previous videos, we have been on a challenge. Let's call it the Sensible Meal Price Challenge, where we're going to different stores and we're trying to build sensible dinners for a family of 3 at $20. Now, why do you say $20? Well, because simple. If going out to McDonald's for a family of 3 costs $30, we're deducting $10 off of that because of the labor of having a worker do it for you. So, hence $20. All meals must have at least some nutritional value from these places. And they must also taste good. And for the love of God, be actually in date when you buy them.
No.
Not back in December expiring.
That's bad.
That is.
I wonder how many in there were actually that far out of date. Because there was quite a few.
I don't know, but oh my God, that was horrible. So yes, that is what we are doing today. We're going over to Aldi's. I don't have a quarter. We can't use a shopping cart if I don't have a quarter. Oh crap.
We have a quarter.
Oh, thank God. And
Just have to remember to bring it.
you also need to, I believe, last time I was in Aldi's years ago, you needed to bring your own bags or they charge you for a bag.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to watch out for that too. Because we don't want those nickels to add up our quarters for a bag. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's eat. Let's drink some coffee. And let's get ready. And also, we gotta make the bed after we're done. But for now, let's just eat and drink some good coffee before it gets cold. And nobody likes lukewarm room temperature coffee. It's our hot or iced. Let's enjoy. Okay. It is now time to go ahead. We're going to go to 2 different places now. We have to go to Ulta. And we got to go over to Aldi's to go and get dinner. And then we can figure out what else we want to do. Truthfully, today it's just been a... Let's go ahead. Let's clean up. And let's take care of what we need around here. My next project that I want to accomplish, because I went in there last night, I was trying to find a couple of things, and I was like, oh dear God. Is I gotta figure out some of our older totes in the garage. That's gonna be a nightmare as well. Because we have stuff from the old house over at Moore & Dove, and it's just been, wow, so much stuff. And then I look in the closet, and I was like, holy smokes, there's stuff on the shelf right below where the clothes hang that's pushed all the way to the back of the wall. That's like, yeah, this is quite a bit. Because when we move in the future, wherever it is, I don't want to take so much with. I want to downsize some stuff too. So for now, let's go ahead. Let's get over to Ulta. Get Tiffany's makeup. Then bring it home, and then we'll continue on our journey over to Aldi's. Let's get going. Holy smokes. That is the cutest face and hair. Alright, it is 11:16. Let's go ahead and let's get going over to Aldi's and Ulta. Super cute and amazing girl. Let's go into Ulta, let's get the makeup we need, drop it off at the house, and then on to Aldi's. Let's do this. Zuru mini brands. What the heck? I've never seen anything like that before. Please tell me they have it.
I'm not seeing it.
No.
I'm really actually out.
Alright, I have an idea.
I could do the 412.
No, you don't have to.
No, I can actually do that one. It's not much of a color difference. This one hasn't even lit up on me.
So I actually have a way to go for her. So what I can do is I can go ahead and go on the L'Oreal and do the 411. Oh, you know what? I can just go into my account.
How long would that take to get it to the house?
What? Get it delivered. Shoot, I actually have a better way to go about it. Alright, Tate. I'm trying to find... Oh, there we go. No.
I can ask real quick to see if they have it.
It was this one here. Good. Okay, so... Let's go ahead, pick it up. Where is it?
Which one are you trying to get?
411.
Huh.
Okay, so here's the deal. Fowler Grove as stock. Marketplace at Dr. Phillips as stock. Millennia. Rolling Oaks as stock. I would have to go to East Colonial Drive. No thanks. Or Kissimmee over on Osceola Parkway. Or Altamont.
Just check Target again.
No. We're not going all the way.
The 412 will work just fine.
You want to do the 412?
Yeah, I'm doing 412.
Yeah. I couldn't see myself going all the way to East Colonial in hopes that they have one, and it's probably opened already.
You did.
You did first. So, they did have a closer shade 412. We went with that. Now the makeup drama for the day is over.
Yeah,
And we saved ourselves on a trip to East Colonial Drive.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to do
No.
that. I got something in my eye.
Let's get over to the house. Let's get over to Aldi's. And let's see what we can find for groceries. Okay, we are now finally over here at Aldi's. It is 11:54, just before noon.
Yes.
So, checklist.
Got the quarter.
Good job. Bags.
Got the bags.
Not the ones under my eyes.
Yes.
Or yours, some days. So yes, in order to go into Aldi's, you need a quarter to be able to get a shopping cart. But don't worry, it's returnable. Although stupidly, they do sell fake quarters that are plastic resin ones online.
Yeah, no, apparently they work, I guess.
But
too.
you still have to return the cart to get the stupid thing back. So wouldn't you just want to use a real quarter anyway?
I don't know.
And save yourself $3 of buying theirs?
Because you can hook it to your key ring.
Maybe we don't come here, and that's why. Okay, so here's the deal. Here are the rules. Everything except for seasoning, okay, has to be purchased from this store today for dinner. Okay? So that means a protein, a meat has to be bought from here. A side, whatever it is, rice, noodles, whatever it is. And finally, a vegetable. Okay? And it cannot be a TV dinner. It cannot be hot dogs. It cannot be chicken nuggets.
Alright.
Hey, you bought us expired pancakes from last year.
I know I did.
Yeah. So that is the deal. Those are the rules. A protein, a side, and a veggie. And it has to be all from here. Seasoning, because typically everybody has seasons. You can use that as part of the rules from whatever you have at the house.
Yeah.
But, and has to be under $20 for everything.
Okay, now you just made it difficult.
$20
right.
and under. Let the games begin. The Hunger Games.
Yes, here's your quarter.
I don't want it.
That's
You can just hold it.
Let's go.
Don't open it! Now you can. Otherwise, the power to the car would shut off. May the odds be in our favor today. Alright, so here's the deal. Also, because we are first timers, we don't have any app specials, no promotion codes, nothing. No reward points. It is just whatever you have.
Get over, your muscles have a tendency to sneak away from you.
Alright.
No, he's right.
Now do it.
Gosh,
There we go.
They didn't make it so difficult. Even I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a pain. Wow. Beautiful store. Okay. That's interesting. A heat and serve pizza cookie. So while you can go ahead and get dino nuggets here, remember that is not part of the plan. Okay, that is something you don't see at other stores. Yeah, skewers redone like that. That's pretty cool. Cowman's Ranch burgers. Alright, that's pretty interesting. Okay. So, Tiffany thinks she found the veggie for today. Garlic parmesan roasted vegetables. The stomach and honey also looks pretty good, but we'll go with Tiffany's choice.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one. Okay. Okay, so here we have cilantro, lime, seasoned boneless chicken breast. Is that going to be enough for all three of us?
I have no clue.
And how
If
much
it's
is it?
Cooked in the crock pot, maybe.
Okay, so we do have pork shoulder steak. We also have quite a bit of pork chops here for $7.78. And we could do something like this. Then we would need to add in a sauce, which would also go into our cost as well. Here we go. $6.01 chicken drumsticks. This could work. Let's go and do that with the veggies, and now onto a side. Alright, so here we have our protein, we have our veggie, now we gotta find a side. And we're doing pretty good, but we're also gonna need a sauce or something.
Yeah, we could just do a barbecue on it.
Okay, so you wanna find a barbecue sauce here? Good, because we have to.
Yeah, no.
And you gotta factor that into the $20.
I don't think we're gonna make it then.
I would never thought of buying a cool and throw or an air cooler at a grocery store. Or buying a skirt for Tiffany. No, she's not XXL. Or premium lounge shorts. I hope this is not their only barbecue sauce. Because we might be kind of screwed then. And we would have to use that. Let's see if there's other. I do see Baja Chipotle here. Sweet onion teriyaki sauce. But whoa! $4. $2. I did find a wee bit more like Sweet Baby Ray's and some other barbecue sauces, so one of these will have to work because either that or we're gonna be putting ketchup on it. What? You want stuffing?
Yeah. Chicken flavored stuffing?
Yeah.
She wants stuffing.
What do you need for it? Because remember, that's also got to be factored in. All right, so you got to
We have
figure out.
water and we have butter.
That's cheating. I did say seasoning, so do you normally have a quarter stick of butter around? Maybe.
Most of the time, yeah.
So we'll take that into account. And we'll add in what the average cost of butter is. So yeah, this is the barbecue sauces that we have to choose from. Memphis, Carolina.
That's not bad. Smooth and zingy. Sweet and smoky.
I want to hit blue.
All right, I guess we're going
Blue.
Memphis.
Sweet and rich.
All right, done. So we do have our protein, we have our vegetable, we have our side, and we got the sauce we need. We are good. Let's see if we stayed at $20 and under. Bye-bye plastic bags, reusable ones rule. It's an Aldi's thing. 69 cents, 98 cents, and 99 cents for your recyclable bags. Okay, 95 cents. $4.44 now, so $3.44 for that. $7.43. $13.44. There we go. All right, Tiff.
Just to let you know, I did the same thing. I didn't want to wrestle with it. Yeah. So I called someone.
There we go.
I gave him honey too.
Just the pack.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get our quarter back. And there we go. We're done. Come here. I gotta ask you a question. Since you went ahead and you smelled it, but you didn't taste the barbecue sauce from Aldi's, did it at least smell good?
Yeah, it did actually. And it had a nice smoky smell to it, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It smelled really good.
Holy smokes. Guys, it is 5:24. I think I just passed out for like 45 minutes. Like, I was laying on Tiffany on the bed for a minute, and then before you know it, she's coming back in and waking me up. Wow. Let's get ready for dinner. Alright, it is now 6:30 just about when we finished dinner, and it's time to give our thoughts on a sub $20 meal from Aldi's. But we have a confession.
Yes.
For we have sinned. She did, actually. She did all the sinning.
I didn't realize a bag of vegetables. Yeah, it had vegetables. I don't know if it was carrots or sweet potato in it, but it had plenty of that with onion. But it had like 5 pieces of broccoli in it. I had to add an extra bag of broccoli.
Like and subscribe.
So,
That we
our
had already at
purchase
home.
price there was what, $14?
Mm-hmm.
So, an average bag of broccoli costs about $3.99. So, if you add that in, then it'd be like $17. So, still under $20. And then if you add in the portion of butter, let's just say a quarter stick, that's like $1 or so. So, yeah, we're right there at that $20 mark.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, the chicken was good. The barbecue sauce was okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
The barbecue sauce tasted like barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
It tasted just fine. The veggies,
Not so much.
they sucked. The carrot or sweet potato, whatever it was, tasted too mushy.
Yeah, it was really mushy.
The broccoli too was too mushy as well. It just didn't taste right to me.
No, it really didn't. I don't know what it was.
But the stuffing tasted just like Stouffer's stovetop stuffing.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And the barbecue sauce tasted just like any other barbecue sauce. Now, let's go into the experience of shopping at Aldi's. Because that's where the meat and potato really is. Because, yeah, you can go and compare Publix to Aldi's all day long, but just thinking about Aldi's as an exclusive. First, the experience of trying and watching a poor, helpless old man, not myself,
so bad.
trying to get a shopping cart. That was pretty bad.
We had to help him.
Yes.
Because he couldn't get the little clip thing off of it. And surprisingly, I couldn't either.
I was about to say, then I had to help a 38-year-old woman who was pretty cute get a shopping cart as well. So after that, getting into the store was... everything was like right smack in your face. It wasn't like a Publix where you have to go in quite a bit
Yeah.
to start your actual shopping. Everything is compressed down.
I think I was more surprised at the fact is that the prices were actually lower than I expected.
They were.
I could see why people were shopping there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with that the name brand selection wasn't as large as over at
Yeah,
Publix
I
or
don't know
something.
what half of that stuff.
I think a lot of it was
Mhm.
their own in-house
Yeah.
and off-brand.
Yeah.
And that also helped contribute to the lower price. The other thing is that there was interesting, unique items of which I haven't seen before in a grocery market. Like the frozen cookie pie. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
There was some ice cream stuff in the freezer, stuff that I had never even, like they had this gelato thing that looked super good. That was a coffee one. I wanted to get it so bad. I didn't. I should have.
Next time we go,
Yeah,
it's just right across the street from us, so.
I think I might pick one.
But
up.
they also had other interesting collaborations before. I think they also had, what was it?
What?
That
What?
that Bill and Don showed off. An
What is
ice
it?
cream.
Oh, I forgot what it was. It was some kind of lemon bar, though.
It was an interesting collaboration for an
It
ice
looked
cream.
good. I don't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh.
But they did have a root beer float one. That was an ice cream push-up thing.
Okay, that sounds good.
It did look good.
But yeah, there's all kinds of interesting collaborations that they have there, which is pretty cool too. The disappointing part was when we went to the barbecue sauce aisle. You're used to going into Publix and all other supermarkets, and you got an entire aisle of
Yeah.
barbecue sauce.
Or different choices of stuff.
I feel like here you had just a tiny little stretch.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Of whatever they had.
But don't worry. You could buy a nice squirt while you're getting your barbecue sauce.
That was weird.
Yeah, I picked one up. I saw it was 3XL and I put it back down and said, Tiffany, this isn't your size.
God.
Yeah, I don't think you're a 3XL.
I didn't even know they
Nah.
sold clothes there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as far as the meats go, the other part was they had interesting sausage selection, but the chicken not so much.
They still had...
Or have a little bit.
Yeah, they still had stuff, but... The prices of their meats were reasonable, though.
Mhm.
Like, even their pork roast was actually a good price. I don't know. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Now the question comes to, would you shop there again instead of going to a Publix or a Walmart?
I guess if I can't find certain meat, I might want to stop over there and get it instead.
I can see that.
But I do want to go back over there for that ice cream. Other than that,
I think for interesting
think
things
of
that they
anything
have
else.
that other stores don't, I would be wanting to do. But I gotta admit, I think for my overall main shopping, it's still gonna be a Publix.
yeah.
One particular reason also was buy one get one free that Publix has often.
Yeah, I do. I do enjoy getting those.
Yeah, it's
Buy
a
one,
nice
get one
surprise,
free.
especially for oatmeal. When we really want to go on to a lower cholesterol time period, we'll get 2 things of oatmeal, and often it's in the BOGO period.
Yeah.
There we go, done.
That and coffee.
Yep, with a little bit of honey in the oatmeal.
Yeah. Pasta, we definitely, and pasta sauce.
Yes.
We always get on BOGO.
Yeah, and actually that helps because then it's like an extra meal later you just got to buy the protein for.
Yes.
Oh man, tomorrow is going to be a real pain.
Honestly,
How are we-
if it doesn't look good, we're walking out.
How are we going to do
I'm
this?
going to call it no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, speaking of leaving, checking out. They only had 2 registers of actual workers, and then the center section was a cluster of like 6 self-checkouts manned by one person.
I didn't even see a person there.
Yeah, I did. It was a young lady working there.
Oh.
But yeah, other than that, great experience there.
Yeah,
It's-
I'd recommend. If you're definitely on a budget, it was great.
Now, would you say that if you're on a budget, it's better than Walmart? Which also has off-brand product, a larger selection of it?
Surprisingly, yeah, I could say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because you're going to go to the queen of budgeting, known as Save-A-Lot tomorrow. I just got a Sideshow Bob reference. Oh.
Okay.
You know, somebody's going to clip that and then
sure
splice it with
that-
somebody saying something and have your reaction.
Honestly, I am curious. I want to know if you can actually shop there on a budget more better than Aldi's.
Yeah.
I am very curious on that.
The only thing... Okay, so dry products, like your sides, your pasta, your whatever, your noodles, your rice. I don't think you would have a problem with that at Save-A-Lot. Okay? Because the shelf life can be pretty long, unless you let go like Walmart does, of 6 months past its time.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. My only issue for tomorrow is protein. Meat quality.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Because you can have bone fragments, you can have little tiny parasitic worms, you can have all kinds of stuff that you gotta watch out for.
It could also be the fact that the item could be out of date, even though it's actually dated a different date. I've actually heard of that case.
Yeah. Some of them, some stores, not naming which ones, we've heard news stories on where they'll just stick a new label on top and call it a day.
I mean, I've seen them leave milk and butter out in the middle of the aisle, and it just sit there. You could tell the butter was melted. The milk itself was warm. It's like, what were they thinking? I don't know how this place was even still open. So it very much concerns me about going there.
I know, but sweetie, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll come out of it better people for appreciating things. Like bags.
Yes. I don't know. Some places just... I hope they got their act together because that's what I saw the last time.
Let me tell you something. The last time that I had to go into the Save Up, because you remember when I was Ubering and DoorDashing, I had to do an order from there. Remember?
Yeah.
Trying to navigate around in there was a pain in the butt. Because none other miniature aisles had any reference points to what's in it. It's like a freaking Costco like that.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
I don't know.
So may the odds be in our favor for good luck tomorrow. Now, she had mentioned about key foods. Well, before key foods, I have an idea. Okay? Another one I wanted to experiment with. Just before Lillian Marketplace, down like you're heading toward Orlando, on the right-hand side is the little China area. Okay?
Essen, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
we went into that supermarket once.
Yes.
That would be an interesting
Those
one.
people there were so nice, too.
Exactly.
That was good. Stuff
They were
had
respectful,
there.
they were awesome.
Yes. They had
And
good stuff there.
we low-key vlogged and nobody bothered us.
They were very nice to us.
But I think we should try them. I think that would be a cool idea. Compare them to Lillian on pricing and on experience.
I would like that.
And then when H Mark opens, comparing H Mark and Lillian.
Okay.
That's also another idea. But it is now time to go ahead, end the day. I know what you're thinking. Ryan, it's only 6:40.
Yeah, I gotta find out if Lily actually... Tomorrow is her last day, or if it is up till the 27th. I really
27th?
don't know if it's the 23rd or the 27th.
Baby!
I totally forgotten. I don't know. Remember.
You got some explaining
Yes,
to
I
do.
I'm confused about the schedule they gave me.
Well, you know what I do know? That it is time to end the video for the day. Go ahead and get this girl some sleep. Get her some rest. Shower. Relax. Edit. Sleep.
Yep.
And then you can watch.
Yes.
But I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for being with today. And I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.